Nice slice of cake. Come on. Oh, you naughty boy. Look at that. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today something a little bit different. We're making a chocolate cake in a blender. Easy as that. This should help all the people out there who want to make a chocolate cake. You know, they should be able to achieve it. Very easy to do. All you've got to do is pulse blend so you don't bring all the glutens and the flour together too much to make it too strong. We want a moist cake that lifts up. Nice and steady, let's crack on, come on. First job for us, this is ordinary milk. I don't have buttermilk, I don't keep buttermilk, we make it. That is milk. This is about a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. You can use any vinegar, you can use lemon juice. Give it a stir in, and in 5 minutes that will be buttermilk. So you don't get flustered if you don't have buttermilk. Vinegar. Everybody normally has vinegar. If not, be posh. Use a tablespoon of lemon or lime. There you go. So we've got about 5 minutes to wait before we can actually start chucking ingredients in our blender, because we want that buttermilk to go in here. We need the wet to go in before the dry goes in. If we try and put the dry in first and the wet on top, it's going to be clumped up. Don't do it. In here I have baking powder, baking soda, salt. Baking soda reacts with the buttermilk to give it lift. Baking powder reacts with the flour to give it lift. There you go. Okay, make sure you got your oven on 175. Tins today, or tin today. I was going to use a 9-inch tin, springform tin. I've decided to opt for an 8-inch. I've lined it. I want a higher cake. It's not going to be neat and tidy. Hopefully the thing's going to come right up, or at least above the cake tin anyway. We want a nice chocolate cake. Chocolate cake ready to slice when it's cooled down, not a problem. But we're going to make a gooey chocolate frosting to go over the top, just to fancy it up a bit, you know. Come on. Right, let's put this together. That's had a couple of minutes. I'm not going to wait 5 minutes. You should do, but it's already turned into buttermilk. As you can see, it's already split in. That'll do. Come on. Blender jug. I'm using this blender. They say it's a high-speed blender. It's not a professional blender. Take no notice of what it says on there. This is a copied blender bought on the cheap out in Asia. Simple as that. It's not a high-speed posh blender by any means. In there, buttermilk. In there, a couple of eggs. We're using oil today, not butter. In there with some oil. Now here's the thing with oil. When you make cakes with oil, it does make them more moist. So there's a useless tip for you. This is a cup of coffee. Instant coffee powder, 1 teaspoon. Boil it up, obviously, warm water, and dissolve it. Now the coffee is going to give it a richer depth of flavour. That is all. If you don't want to put coffee in, or can't eat coffee, drink coffee, don't use it. In there, a little bit of vanilla. Now this goes on the blender and we blend it for about 20 to 30 seconds. Give it a mix up. Let's go for it. That'll do. We're not going to go forever. It's blended. Okay, we got sugar, flour, cocoa powder, and our baking soda, baking powder, salt. Now you can mix all this in there, or you can just chuck it all in there. We're going for the mixy. Looks like we're going for the chucky. all over the counter. Mix that in nice and steady. Right, sugar in there. And then we want all that mix in there without chucking it everywhere. Now you can pulse blend some of this in and add some more. That is what I'm going to do. Okay, back on your blender. And we pulse this. We want to get it in there. Oh, it smells incredible. Come on, get the rest in there. Now make sure your oven's on at 175. I don't know if I said that, but there you go. 350, 175, somewhere around about there. Size of this cake we're going to bake for about 35 to 40 minutes. We're going to check it at 30 minutes. Pulse it in. I think that should about got it. There we go, that should got it. Oh, there you go. There is some really thick gunge in there, look. You guessed it, folks. There you go. In there. Straight in the oven. Let's get it cooking. Okay, you can see there a little bit of a disaster. The thing's actually flowing over. I didn't expect that. It doesn't usually, it normally puffs up. Right, I've taken it, I've shoved a tin under, it's still in there cooking. The problem now is it might be a little bit denser cake, but it's still going to be a chocolate cake. The thing is with this cookie malarkey, you don't panic. There's always a way. It's still going to cook. Okay, it's not going to rise as high, but there you go. So for everybody out there, stick it on a tray right from the start. Oh, there you go. Look at that. I'll show you the good side. And then look at that side where it bubbled over. Good cake. There you go. Everybody has one of those every now and again. Tip from me, make sure you put it on a tray next time. We don't care about what this looks like because I already told you at the start of the video. We're going to chuck some chocolate ganache type stuff over it. You ain't going to see it. Let it cool and we'll carry on. Okay, here we go. Look, this is our cake. You can see it is the same cake. We're not worried about that. Come on, we need to pop that out of there. Will it come out? Of course it will. It's only a cake. Take off our lining and slide the cake on here to cool down. Now we do want to keep it on that paper because we are going to stick a frosting over the top of there. So there you go, we've got a fantastic, soft, moist, beautiful cake. What we're going to do is let it cool on there and we're going to make a nice fudgy frosting and splatter it all over the top and just take it to another level. Okay, first job for us, and I've got some butter in here, and what we're going to do is give that a little bit of a beating and then we're going to add some cocoa powder to it. So let's just give this a little bit of a beating. It wants to be light and fluffy really. Okay, that's light, pale and fluffy enough for me. Right, what we're going to do is add our cocoa to this. Now, recipes always say, sieve the cocoa powder, you know. I don't think it really matters that step when you're actually beating it all in. So nice and steady, because it always goes everywhere. And we'll just bring that in and then chuck the rest in. So nice and steady in there. Chuck that lot in there. Let's have it brought in nice and steady and then we'll just give it a little beat. Now of course you can do all of this with a hand whisk. That'll do. Just take that off there, put that to one side. We're still going to need the beater. We're going to beat it all in when it's chocolate and everything's been added. Okay, what we're going to do is just melt this chocolate, bring it down. So what we do is we'll just melt this chocolate down in here. Now in the recipe it'll say corn syrup, but you can use cane syrup, anything like that, it doesn't matter. Just add that in there. And we want a couple of tablespoons of cream actually. I'm going to give that a bring in. Just melt it in there. Well, that's got a nice little melting on there, look, that's that done. Okay, bring your bowl back in. This is where it gets really chocolatey. Right, we want to go in there with a little splash of vanilla, not much. We're going in there with our powdered sugar. So we're just going to bring it in like that. I'm just going to bring some of this chocolate in here, like that. I'm just going to give that a little mix in. Going with some proper chocolate goo here. Oh yeah. Have some more of that in there, look. We're going to beat it in a minute, but we just want to get it in. So let's just get all that chocolate in there and then we're going to beat it in. Get your beater, come on. Oh yeah. Get that glossiness, that stickiness. Oh, that chocolate. Oh yeah. Come on, there's our wonderful soft moist cake. Get the chocolate slathered on there. Come on, lather it on. Oh yeah. Oh, come on. Look at that for chocolate goo. Oh yeah. Right, this thing actually sets up on its own. Okay, it doesn't go hard in any way whatsoever because of all the butter and everything that's in there. It stays that soggy, moist, chocolatey, fudgy type glaze over the top of the cake. Come on, and we want a slice of cake in there. Nice slice of cake. Oh, I can tell this is really, really moist in there. Oh yeah. Come on. Oh, look at that. That is squidgy, that is moist. Oh, that is absolutely delightful. Come on there. Oh yeah. On there. Look at that. So there we are, that is our fantastic chocolate blender cake and our fudgy frosting. Look at that. Oh, I've got this. What is the point in having a little fork like that? Come on, get a big fork. Here we go. We are in. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, yes, please. Off the charts. Completely off the charts. That is so moist. That is delicious. That is a fabulous, fabulous cake right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, I might have to use that small fork. Oh, look, just look how moist that is. That is delightful. Mind blowing. That is absolutely incredible. All made in a blender apart from that fudgy frosting. And that fudgy frosting, it's buttery, it's creamy, it's not overly sweet, it's sensational. That makes the cake. That tops off the cake and sends it to another level. And I mean really to another level. That is delicious. And come on, you want to be really naughty. Oh, you naughty boy. Look at that. Oh, that is sensational. If you love chocolate cake, that is a chocolate cake for you. 100%. It's not overly sweet. It's got a fantastic rich chocolate flavour through there. It's enhanced with that coffee. Oh, it's delicious. And that fudgy frosting on the top there, that is sensational. That elevates that cake way up there. That is superb. Wow. Share that with your friends. You will be absolutely amazed. Your friends are going to be blown away. That is a delicious cake. If you like what we're doing, don't forget, share that with your friends. And if you do like what we're doing, a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell. And we'll catch you in the next video. Oh, it's so moist. That is ridiculous. Oh yeah.